and friends. First of all, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for all of you to coming and make this event very beautiful, stunning and very successful. So give us a big hand for yourself as well. Thank you very much. 17 August 1919. On that day, she gave me something to proud about it. Which is, I had an angel in my house. It's a Krupali. People say that when the people born, or kids born, you're lucky. And I was extremely lucky, but on the same day, I had a 2 job confirmed. So, thank you very much for coming into my life as well. When she was small, she was very, very good. She would let us sleep, Mom, very nicely. But she was very stubborn to eat. But she wasn't expensive at all. She would just play with the little container, which she used to call it Tito. And we didn't figure out what Tito meant. But when they found the Tito, we know she's very competitive. So like a paracetamol container or maybe a matchbox or something, if you give it to her, she will play for hour and hour. So I said to my wife, let's do it. While she played with the Tito, we save the money and pay for our house. And that's what we did. Thank you very much. So she was very, very economical for me. And like I said, when she born, I had 2 jobs. But the people say that when a kid is born, and something happened, you are very lucky. I think all parents are very lucky to have their old children, like I have old children as well. And when she born, she was like small, slightly bigger than a little mouse. Because she was about 2 months premature, and the nurse came with a younger little baby and said, "Oh, you got angel in your house." I said, "Which angel you can see she's angel?" I don't see she's an angel, but she wasn't going to survive because she was very premature. My wife has some problem while she was pregnant. Doctor told me she wasn't going to survive, but they both survived, and after that she got married as well. So thank you very much, sweetheart, to come into my life. And I'm really, really proud about my older children. And a very big thank you to my old wife's family, lovely family, and a big support for them as well. They were all supporting from the day one, and I never missed my own parents as well. Because I'm originally from India, I missed so much stuff from there. But this family, you never let me do anything, but the time they thinks I can miss something. So thank you, family, as well. I'm not going to say much to that, but all I can say, she is angel, and all the ladies are angel to their parents as well. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming into my life and make me proud about you. And thank you very much, Nathan, as well. Make sure the priest stays with you. You have to look after her. Yeah? And we will stand by you for all the time if you need it. I hope you don't need her. She's asking me, Dad, I want to do this, I want to do that. Can you come into my garden? I can't put my nail on, I can't on my cell phone. So I did so far. Now you can got someone else to ask again. If you think he can't do it, you got his parents as well, because they got responsibility as well. So make sure you come from Manchester to the nail as well, yeah? And hammer as well. Okay, thank you very much for all of you. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
There's paper everywhere.
Take a seat, everyone. This could be long.
Shut up! Did you really need to bring a beer up there with you? I've got a toast with something, man. I'm going to give a speech now. I'm sure that's not a surprise to everyone. I've written it down because I don't have a way with words, so please bear with me. I just want to thank you all on behalf of myself and Krupali for coming today and joining us at our Married at First Sight theme party. So thank you very much. We obviously really appreciate the effort that you've all put into today, and you've travelled from some far-flung places. We've got Canada, Portugal, Germany, Wales, and the most exotic of all, Salford, God's own council estate. Anyway, as you all know, I can talk for England, but I'm going to try and keep it short-ish and sweet. And I won't be talking about myself, which is, I'm sure, a great relief. Firstly, Raju and Prem, I'd like to thank you for welcoming me into your family and for showing me nothing but kindness, care, and a warm welcome. Not to mention a lot of great food and laughs too. And they say that children are a reflection of their parents. Well, Krupali is the most wonderful person I've ever met, and it's safe to say I can certainly see where she gets it from. Your help and support to us as a couple has been the greatest gift that anyone could give us. So in return, Prem, I give you my wholehearted promise that I will finally let you teach me to cook. But it's only fair to say that my rotaries will be rounder than yours. And Raju, I promise to share hairstyling tips with you. They don't work for everyone. Mum and Dad, what can I say? You've given me everything in life. Dad, you gave me a cheesy sense of humour, 6 out of 10 looks. And a monobrow that knows no bounds. Mum, you've given me most of my wardrobe, my keen financial instincts, and my excellent organisational skills. And for all of this, Krupali thanks you. But all jokes aside, I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. It's fair to say that without you, I wouldn't be standing here today, and for that I will always be grateful. Although I've moved away and started my own life, I will forever enjoy coming home, having a homemade cup of Tyson's finest, and chatting about the latest goings on. I'm so thankful that you've welcomed Krupali as your daughter-in-law. And so, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, can we just raise our glasses to our parents, families, and all of those who've raised us?
Yes.
And speaking of family, I just want to talk about the beautiful bridesmaids, Prem, Ravi, Jim and Sophia. All of you look absolutely fantastic. I know you've been a great source of support to Krupali, and I'm so happy that you've been such a big part of our day. I know how close you all are, and the bond between you all is truly special. I know that Krupali sees you as far more than cousins. You are in every sense of the word her sisters. And it will always be a pleasure to see that the love that you've brought to her life. And I know that you'll always be there for the good times and bad, and the big moments. I know that our kids will have 4 amazing masses to keep them in line. And for that reason, you're all top of the babysitting list. However, if the bride can have her cheerleaders, then I can have a groom squad. And I'm very aware that that sounds pretty lame and pretty shitty, so I'm sorry. But I hope you all enjoyed the stag do. And I'm not going to bore you, but if anyone wants to know the details of a fully grown man walking through Cardiff dressed as a German milkmaid with his fiance's face on his underwear, find me later. Josh is my oldest friend, and clearly there was only one choice for best man. I'll always fondly remember our younger years cruising around in some variant of a Toyota Celica, looking like we'd never be allowed into a venue like this. One of us has improved. But thank you for always being there for me over the years and encouraging me to just be weird. Matthew and Henry, thank you for being part of today. Both of you have grown to be my closest friends, and although we live hours apart, it will always feel like you're just around the corner, and I knew I could count on you both. Page 2. And I just wanted to thank Darren and India for being a part of the ceremony and reading what I think you'll all agree were fantastic readings. And so I'd like to raise our glasses to the wedding party, the wonderful maid of honour, the bridesmaids, the best man, the groomsmen, and everyone else involved in making today happen. Cheers. And now we come to the best part of the speech. No, it's not you. But I do have to thank my wonderful ex-girlfriend, Krupali. I'm really honoured and proud to call you my wife. And I think we can all agree that you look absolutely beautiful today. in all of your outfits. But in all seriousness, you look absolutely breathtaking. I'm so happy we get to spend the rest of our lives together. As I look around at the surroundings, I'm in awe of the day that you've envisaged. And as you know, I love a good calendar invite to all of our big life events. And this is one I had to accept. Will reply in 5 to 7 days. So, for those of you that don't know, and parents, this may be a shock to you all. It all started back in 2020, and we didn't know we were about to meet each other. And the world was hearing about this COVID thing that was supposed to be a bit like a bad cold. And I would like to thank the people of Wuhan for making the start of many a relationship difficult around the world, and ours was no exception. It's especially difficult when you have to keep thinking of a new excuse to see each other in lockdown, especially when you're a bit of a secret. Again, details later for anyone who's interested, for a nominal fee. But we did eventually go on our first date. It was finally here, and I was, really excited. I planned a wonderful evening of great company, maybe some nibbles and a drink or two. And it was there that we discovered the meal that came to define our relationship. A sharing box of McDonald's mozzarella dippers with tomato sauce, eaten outside of one of Leicester's dingiest pubs. Heaven. And then there was the second date. You can't speak for this one because you know what I'm going to say. Nothing says someone is really into you like watching a movie in almost complete silence, breaking only to steal some popcorn, and then telling me you didn't know if you'd see me again. But then things picked up, and the real turning point was when you invited me to come and wait with you whilst you got your car fixed. We had a thank you Betty's breakfast, and at that point, I knew. We've gone from strength to strength from this point, and I will always be enchanted by the way you find the worst of memes funny, by the care you show everyone around you, your sense of humour, and the way you always look effortlessly flawless. You are the queen of organisation, and I genuinely don't know how I functioned as an adult before I met you. You're the calming influence in my life, the most gentle of souls, and the lady I'm ultimately blessed to have met. I love hearing about all the places that you've travelled to. Your real zest for life and hunger to explore new places and cultures is magical to witness. And I look forward to travelling by your side in future. Of course, we've had our own travels, from rainy Edinburgh to sunny Lisbon and the romantic city of Rome. Escalating in popularity, am I right? I can't wait to see more of the world with you, and I know you are full of ideas of what our future holds. And that is exactly the kind of imagination and big dreams I would expect from the girl who grew up wanting to be a whale trainer in the most landlocked county in England. It's fair to say that of all the big firsts and epic moments in our lives together so far, it's because of you and your creativity. We've shared some firsts together from our first date, our first home, and the biggest and most recent moment, our first Costco cart. That truly was the best day of my life. If I could be the 10th of the person you are, I would be happy. You're a fantastic partner, a loving daughter, a talented doctor and surgeon. And anyone who has any ear, nose and throat problems, put yourself in now. She's away in October on honeymoon, and she's away in Dubrovnik until Wednesday. But I would like to toast to my beautiful wife, Mrs. Tyson, -Brambach, ? And the real star of today. So, to Krupali. And I'd just like to finish, because I think it's about time to let someone else speak, but I'd just like to say that today would not be possible without you all, and it means the world to us that you could join us, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the dance floor. And for those of you who've seen me at a wedding before, there are no ambulances this time. Thank you.
Around there.
No prize. No prize. No prize.
No credit.
Right, so first of all,
Is the microphone on?
yes. Is it like, sorry?
Is the microphone on?
I don't know. Is it blue? No. No. Uh-oh. She did it purposely. First of all, a toast for the bride and groom. Congratulations, Krupali and Nathan, on your wedding day. Well, first of all, can we just address the fact that Krupali now has a husband? Ew. And Nathan, you've got a wife. Oh dear. You're going to be one of those couples where you go, oh, I've got to check with the wife, am I? Let me ask my husband. Please don't. Right, so for those of you who don't know me, I am the maid of honour and Krupali's eldest cousin. For those of you who do, shh. Trying to make a good impression. So, Krupali's made me promise that I won't cry today. So I've tried my best to hold back my tears throughout this beautiful day. Not because it's going to make her cry. Oh no. No. But because I don't know how to apparently shed a pretty, elegant tear. Now, we know this because when we found the dress, whilst wedding shopping, I unexpectedly let out the most loudest, snottiest, ugly cry they have ever seen. And they've not let me live that down. So I said I would try my best. I can honestly say this is one of the hardest speeches I've ever had to prepare. Believe me, I'm a lawyer. Where can I start when it comes to my sister? There's so much I want to say, and I can tell you that I've redrafted this speech about 50 times. To say that I am proud of her is an understatement. There are no words that will describe how incredible my sister is. She's the first one to become a doctor in our family, following my grandfather's legacy. She was the first one to go abroad and study medicine in Prague and to qualify. She is brave, she is strong, and she is confident. I've watched her grow up into a beautiful, caring young woman with strong morals and the biggest heart. I remember when she was born, how excited I was to have a baby sister. It was truly a magical time growing up when it was just her and I, before the other riffraff arrived. Every holiday, summer, Easter, half-term, Christmas, and almost every weekend would be spent in Leicester at my grandmother's house. We would play made-up games. We would play with clay in the garden that one of my aunts used to bring. We'd love colouring in. But most of all, we loved to play Disney charades. And of course, every single time, I, being the eldest, chose to be Jasmine, which meant Krupali had to be allowed to She'd ask me every time, can I be Jasmine next time? I'd be like, yes. It never happened. She also had the most coolest of Barbies. Can we just talk about the Barbies for a moment? She let me play with her best ones whenever I was around. But you see, in hindsight, when I really think about it, I think it was all a scam. It was a scam because I know that she probably had her eye on one of my toys. And all she had to do is flutter her big, beautiful eyes at my mother, and my mother would just give it away to her. And I'd be left with nothing. I remember my grandfather saw me upset once because she had yet again stolen another toy. And he said, if you don't like to have it, just don't show her it. I tried, trust me, I tried, but she always found them. We have had an unbreakable bond. We were in our own little world for a very long time. I loved her so dearly, and I'd do anything to protect her. She looked up to me, and I adored her dearly. Then we grew up. There was a shift. The moment she didn't need my protecting anymore. She's smart, she's kind, and she's beautiful. Wow, it's what's on the inside that counts anyway. She was and will always be my best friend, my rock, my beautiful sister, and nobody can replace that. A few years ago, she called me up and said she'd met someone and she wanted me to meet him. I was a bit shocked and thrilled at the same time. I think this was purely for approval purposes, by the way. It's how it's usually done. The sister checks him out first before he goes home. So I met Nathan when he travelled to Reading. I'm sorry if you didn't know that, by the way. Really. Yeah. So this northern stranger was dating my sister. I can confirm that after rigorous cross-examination, I concluded he was fit and worthy of my sister. Mostly because I didn't understand his very strong northern accent, to be honest with you. On a serious side, I've come to know Nathan, and I can honestly say, outside the fact that he's the most northern man I've ever met, he is funny, he is down to earth, and he is a true gentleman. You make my sister very happy. You fit into our family with such ease. And we all adore you. Well, the rest of them adore you. Because, you know, you're a surgeon marrying their doctor. By the way, in the Indian family, that's what all you ever dream of. I adore you, Nathan, because it's rare that you find a true gentleman and a kind soul in one. Krupali, today you are Princess Jasmine, and I'm so happy you found your Aladdin. Krupali and Nathan, with all my love, I wish you a very happy ever after. Cheers to the bridegroom.
Is it on? I think it's on. It's on. Afternoon, everyone. We alright? Enjoying yourselves so far, yeah? Just want to say, I don't know what Nathan you were talking about, but I didn't recognise the name. Okay. I think we can all agree that today has been amazing so far, don't we? Yeah. Ceremony, absolutely amazing. Krupali and the bridesmaids look stunning. Groomsmen looking sharp, aren't we? Yeah, can thank me and Matt for that. And who knew Nathan could screw up so well? I bet you're always wondering as well, why is Jesus doing a speech? I don't know, he don't even like him. I was honoured when he asked me to be best man. He picked me out 3 of his mates. When I say asked, it's not really the correct way of putting it, is it? He texted me, and I quote, Should probably tell you you're the best man. Lol. As part of the best man duties, you're all expecting me to take the mick out of him, aren't you? Yes. I've been told I've got to be on best behaviour, so thanks for coming. See you later. I've known Smidge for a long time, and we've been through a lot together, haven't we? I'm glad I can share this special day with you. Although I am surprised you made it today. I thought you'd be on call. Just a repeat of the stag do, isn't it?
I love you all.
He just said, yeah, you're the best man. Oh, what a stag do. No direction whatsoever. Off you go. I do want to check though, everyone does know who the doctor are. I mean, it's not like he tells anyone any chance he gets. I'm happy we are finally here today, watching you two get married. Krupali has clearly been the one for you for a long time, as you've told me on numerous occasions. Many texts, many phone calls. I do remember though, it's not always been smooth sailing when it comes to women. But one time in Fifth Art, me and Matt. Everybody wants to know that story, come see me later. For those of you wondering where the name Smidge comes from, it's really boring. Basically, the year 11 started to call him Smiler because he's got a bit of a resting smiley face, as you can see there now. Kind of got abbreviated to Smidge and it's just stuck for years and years, hasn't it? His resting smiley face did start to disappear for a while, until he met Krupali. I can tell he really loves you. Looking at his face, you brought the resting smiley back. You can try hard not to do it now, aren't you? I just want to give you a word of warning though, Krupali, and I'm pretty sure you're very, very aware now. You might have to take on just a little bit of a carer role for him. Just remind him to do his car tax and insurance next time, yeah?
We have to joke about it.
We can joke about the police like nothing.
I think you also need to remind him to take his toothbrush when he goes away. Mike's stag do, 4 of them in a room, pretty sure there's only 3 toothbrushes. I'll go to these for you just in case you forget them. There you go. As he already alluded to before, he likes a bit of a drink. There's been a few occasions, like at Mike's house, where he passed out, A&E. Dom's wedding, passed out, A&E. Your stag do before that, you passed out, but there was no one else this time. Luckily. And the end was your say last night, I think, carrying all the way upstairs, didn't you, lad?
No one left.
You're the real MVP.
I think that's enough Mickey taken out of you for today. I'd just like to say to you both, enjoy what married life brings you, and we wish you all the best. I'd like you all now to raise your glasses. I want to toast a happy couple. To Dr. Nathan and Dr. Krupali. Just one last thing, if he offers you to buy a drink, make sure his phone's got charged, otherwise you're paying. Just want to invite Nathan and Krupali to the cake now. That's brilliant. We're going to cut the cake.
I got 2 brushes for the cross.